Follow YouTube, Dano here. I will not be filming about my turbo build. That is going to be a video for another time. But I do want to show you guys what I am planning to do. Alright guys, so in the previous video we made another manifold to kind of let the turbo sit higher. Fortunately it was still blowing smoke. Then I made my own oil restrictor. Yeah, so what I did is this is actually a carburetor jet from my 50cc, and I threaded that down into the oil restrictor, so there's a smaller hole for the oil to pass through. It was still smoking. Then I saw what was actually going on. The return line, the oil does not go back into the oil sump. When I start the car up, the oil kind of seems to be spitting out because of the blow-by that is causing the oil to kind of spit out. It does not go into the oil sump. So I did see that when I put this up a little higher, that it does flow. So what I'm planning to do is kind of make a different manifold. This time put it in a 90 degrees angle, so and also turn the turbo like this so that the turbo can sit a little bit higher. Alright guys, so I got the turbo out, and you can actually turn the turbine around, because as you guys already know, the oil feed should always be on top and the oil return should always be at the bottom. But what I want to do is I want to turn the flange to its side. So I want to turn the flange on this side, and you can actually turn the turbine around. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Gotta release these bolts here, gotta release them, and you can basically turn them around. Alright, got the bolts loose, and you can see that you can actually turn the turbine like that. What I want to do is make a 90 degrees manifold right there, so that the turbo can sit like this. So it sits a bit higher, and also got the oil feed on top. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing, 90 degrees angle, and turbo sits up high very nicely, and should work. So last Tuesday a guy came with his Integra after I asked him if he wanted to trade with my Honda Prelude. It was actually meant as a joke. I thought it was a D16 Integra and I wanted to troll, you know. But turns out that the car has a B18 engine, and I was intrigued. So yeah, he came by, he came and took a look at my car, and I took a drive in his, and honestly I was intrigued. The car pulls great. It's a fun car for the street. And I told them that I need to think about it, if I want to do the trade or not. So when I made a decision, I should call them, and yeah. So the Integra has a B18B engine that comes with Honda Arthea. It's got a manual, it's got coilovers, it's got OZ wheels. It is a stock engine pretty much, and also it has two fronts, so a JDM one and a USDM one. The Integra is lighter, it has a larger trunk, so it's a bit more practical than my Honda Prelude. And really right now I am in a dilemma. I'm not sure which one I should take, the Prelude or the Integra, because it's basically more of a passion versus practicality dilemma. Because you know, I love my Prelude, but I also like his Integra. The Integra is more of a street car. It's a fun daily car, a daily drivable car to have. If, for example, I would have future plans for the Integra, um, the B18 engine has a lot of aftermarket support, lots more than my F22 engine. I do need a practical daily right now because all I have is my moped, my bike, my 80cc bike, which I go around everywhere. So I don't have a car, actually really have a car to, you know, drive around and do some groceries shopping or whatever. So I do need a practical daily. If I were to trade, um, I think that we would have a lot more money and time for the Starlet GT, the black Starlet GT, because that is going to become a project car. And since we're broke, it would be a better if I had a daily car that I don't need to mess around with a lot. We can only focus on one car because right now my Honda Prelude is also a project car. It's been I've been busy with it over a year now, and it's on a pretty tight budget. So you know, funding two project cars, it's really not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to do that. So you know, if I for example took the Integra, I would have a lot more time and a lot more money to spend on Biscuit, on the Black Starlet, because that would become the project car of you know, our project car. And yeah, that would be one of the points that we need to, you know, take into consideration also. Here's the thing. I owned my car for over a year now, and I have not driven it a lot. I've spent more time under the car than in it. Um, I spent a lot of time, a lot of money on it, and you know, I pulled the engine out, bought new pistons, bought new rings, bought new bearings. I bought a new turbo. I bought a new transmission. So basically, this car is a pure passion car. You know, the car has a lot of things in it too. You know, it has a P28 ECU. It has 450cc injectors. It's got an ACT pressure plate. So it's got a lot of options in it. I also like how the car looks. You know, the body lines and the interior. I like how the car sits. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, and also in my country, Honda Preludes are a bit rare. So that adds a little exclusiveness to it, especially mine, because as far as I know, my car is the only turbocharged Honda Prelude in my country right now. Um, Even though it smokes, you know, but still. So it adds a bit of exclusiveness to it, and I really like this. I really love this car. You know, it's all about passion. Um, this my car has a lot of sentimental value for me. You know, so it's basically my dilemma is basically passion versus practicality. It's heart versus brain, you can say. When I'm going to trade, of course, I need to finish my turbo build because I would need to trade a drivable car. So I need to finish my turbo build first. Then that's when I can actually make the trade. You know, if I am planning to trade. and that would give me more time to think about it. But I would like you guys to help me out. What do you guys think? You know, should I should I keep my car, or should I take the Integra? And I want honest opinions. You know, I don't want people that, you know, like Preludes that tell me to hold on to the Prelude, and people like Integras to tell me to take the Integra. I just want, you know, neutral, honest opinions, and, you know, put it in the comments. Um, I will continue working on my turbo build, and yeah, see you in the next video.